Hello, this is Mr. Kubik, the Social Studies Department Chair. This presentation is designed to introduce you to the Social Studies course offerings for 2017-2018 to help you decide what courses you might want to take next year and beyond. Let's look first at the required courses. You need 3 years of Social Studies coursework to graduate. Freshman year, you took or are taking some form of world history. Since everybody has met that requirement already, let's skip ahead to junior year. You need to take a U.S. history course. Your options are U.S. History, U.S. History Honors, AP U.S. History, or American Studies. American Studies is a 2-period class in which your history class is linked to your English class. All of these U.S. History options, including American Studies, are 1 year long. As a senior, you need to take a 1-semester, half-year Government and Civics course. Your options are Gov and Civics Honors, or AP U.S. Government and Politics. If you'll notice, those required courses only get you to 2.5 years, but you need 3 years to graduate. This leaves room for an elective. An elective is a course you take just because it's interesting or because it might help you to meet your future goals. Let's check out the elective offerings. If you're currently a freshman, next year as a sophomore, you can take any of the options on the left side of your screen. 1-semester courses include current issues, economics, geography, and sociology. 1-year options include Big History, AP European History, AP Economics, and AP Human Geography, as well as our new course for next year, AP World History. If you're currently a sophomore, next year as a junior, you can take all the options to the left that sophomores can take, plus a 1-semester psychology course, a 1-year AP psychology course, or a 1-year public service practicum course. And don't forget, juniors need to take that 1-year American history course. Seniors. This year's juniors, next year's seniors, you can take all of the options on the screen to the left that sophomores and juniors can take, plus the senior elective option of AP Comparative Government and Politics. This is a 1-semester course. And don't forget, seniors do need to take that 1-semester Gov and Civics course. Now, in just a minute, you'll hear from each of the social studies teachers as they talk about the courses that they're teaching this year. Please keep in mind that the teaching assignments may change next year. Just because a teacher is teaching a course this year doesn't guarantee that they will teach it next year. But this is a good opportunity for you to meet our social studies department and hear directly from the teachers about why each course is as awesome as it is. Hope you enjoy. I'm here at the Freedom Shrine at the top of the stairwell right by the front of the school, where we can see some of the most important documents in American history. And I'm here to remind you that juniors have to take a full-year American history course. Your options are U.S. History, U.S. History Honors, AP U.S. History, and American Studies. You'll learn about these courses in just a minute from the teachers who teach them. As you know, juniors have to take American history. It's a full-year course, and you have several options. One of the options is Advanced Placement, or AP U.S. History. This is a full-year college-level course, and if you pass the exam at the end of the course, you could get college credit. And here with me are the APUSH teachers for this year, Mr. Cermak and Ms. Bristow. Tell us a little bit more about AP US.
AP US is an in-depth investigation into US history, so we are able to look much deeper into history than some other classes. We're able to really go at a much deeper level and investigate and evaluate and make arguments about history in a very sophisticated manner. It allows students to develop college-level preparedness really through our document analysis and writing and investigations into historical issues.
What she said.
Hi, I'm Ms. Hinz.
And I'm Mr. Green, and we teach American Studies.
American Studies is the class where junior English and U.S. history come together each day. We learn the history around the literature that we're reading. It's a double-period class that fulfills both requirements for junior English and for U.S. history.
I want to promise you one thing, actually 2 things. One, that you'll do a lot of research. We use both primary and secondary documents. I'm sure those are terms you've used before. But you'll be challenged every day if you take American Studies, and you will not regret it.
We hope that you'll accept that challenge and join American Studies and become an American Studies member next year.
Thank you.
Hello, we're here with Uncle Sam and Ms. Wise and Ms. Selly, as we talk about the course options for seniors. All seniors have to take a government course. Next year, those courses will be called Government and Civics. Your options are Government and Civics, Government and Civics Honors, or AP US Government and Politics. And Ms. Wise and Ms. Selly, who teach the courses this year, can tell us a little bit more about them.
We get to prepare you for active citizenship and teaching civics, the Constitution, and institutions of government, elections, and campaigns next year.
So we look very forward to seeing you your senior year. It's the best part of your senior year. It's a way to finish strong.
No matter which of the three courses you take, Gov and Civics Honors, or AP Gov, you will be doing the things that citizens do. You're going to get to know government institutions. What's the role of the government versus the citizen? How far can government go? What do we do if we feel like government is violating our rights? You'll discuss that in all three courses. Government and Civics Honors is a little bit more accelerated in depth, and AP Gov, US AP Gov and Politics, that's the full name of the course, you'll go even more in depth, it's more accelerated, and if you pass the exam at the end of the year, then you stand to earn some college credit. But again, in all three, you're going to get a good handle on government and the responsibilities of the citizens. Thanks for your time. I'm here once again with Uncle Sam and his good buddy Vladimir Putin and a koala, and Ms. Wise to talk about an elective that only seniors can and should take, AP Comparative Government. Tell us a little bit more about it.
In AP Comparative Government, you not only have the opportunity to earn college credit, but you get to learn about global citizenship, how our country interacts with nations around the world. We focus in on Russia, China, Mexico, Nigeria, and China. So please consider taking this class. It's a great class. We start with the UK and we end talking about our own country. So I think it'll be something that will be really useful to you. Putin has come up in this presidential election quite a bit, so let's learn about it. What role does he have and what role do you have in a greater global world?
This is a one-semester course, and keep in mind, this one does not meet the Gov requirements. So you would still need to take Government and Civics Honors, or AP US Government and Politics. AP Comparative is a one-semester elective only for seniors. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Vladimir, Uncle Sam.
Ms. Noel and I have some exciting news. Next year, for the very first time, we're offering AP World History. Ms. Noel will be the first to foray into this adventure, and she'll tell you more about it.
All right, AP World History is going to be a year-long course next year, and I'm going to give you some brief details right now. Next year, Grayslake North will offer a brand new AP course, AP World History. It is open to all students based on teacher referral. The course covers prehistory all the way to the present. Content will be taught in chronological order using the 5 themes of the course: development and transformation of social structures, state building, expansion and conflict, interaction between humans and the environment, development and interactions of cultures, creation and expansion and interaction of economic systems. This course will include frequent reading assignments and a lot of writing practice. Anyone's welcome. I hope to see a lot of you in the fall. Good afternoon, fellow humans. I'm Miss Noel. I'm the big history teacher here at Grayslake North. Next year, it's offered to freshmen through seniors. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it right now. Have you ever wondered how stars form or why humans started studying them in the first place? Have you ever wanted to take a class that allows you to form your own opinion and support it with evidence in every single unit? If you said yes, out loud or in your head, to either of these questions, Big History might just be the class for you. Big History is a year-long course that for the first time ever, next year, sophomores, juniors, and seniors can take as an elective. This class blends science and history and covers the following units: the Big Bang, stars, chemical elements, Earth in the solar system, life on Earth, collective learning, agriculture, exchange and encounters, the modern revolution, and the future. I hope to see you in class next year. Let me know if you have any questions whatsoever.
Oh, you caught me reading. Have you ever been part of an awkward conversation, kind of like this one, where you don't really know what your friends or family are talking about? You know it's something important about what's going on around the world, but you really don't know what it is? Like, you hear the terms Mosul or Aleppo, and And while you think those are pizza ingredients or toppings at Mod Pizza, in reality it has to do with ISIS. And then you think for a second, I don't even know what ISIS is. Well, Current Issues is definitely the class for you. We talk about all the major things going on locally, nationally, and globally, and we see what you're interested in. We bring guest speakers, we do Skype video conferences, we read upfront magazines, watch videos, we do a variety of different things, but you walk out of the class every single day with an understanding of just what's going on in the world. So if you feel like you're part of those awkward conversations far too many times, Current Issues is the right class for you.
Geography is a one-semester course that focuses on different parts of the world with a focus on themes of geography. For example, we will look at East Asia with a focus on population issues. Or another example is focusing on Latin America, but looking at agricultural issues while doing that. If you enjoy learning about the world around you, this could be a great course for you. AP Human Geography is a two-semester course that allows students the opportunity to earn college credits through the AP exam in May. The course centers around issues such as population, culture, political geography, agriculture, development, and urban development. If you enjoy learning about current events, enjoy doing computer-based simulations, but also being challenged at a college level, this class is for you.
One of the courses you can take your sophomore, junior, or senior year is a one-semester economics course. The advantage of this course is that it also meets the consumer ed requirement for graduation, while also meeting the requirement for an additional social studies elective. Here to talk about it is our current econ teacher, the one, the only, Mr. Kent.
So, all right, economics is the basic study of markets and money and why people do what they do. Economics will give you a lens by which you can understand the world around you. We'll tackle tough questions such as why do people spend, why do people make the decisions that they do, why does stuff cost what it does, what should the government's role be in the economy, as well as how do I properly use the money that I get. This class is give you a lens with which to see the world and have an understanding of how economics and people making decisions about what is the benefit and the cost really is the background of every single decision that gets made. So as you look through this class will be incredibly practical, a lot of real life examples that help you see why the world works the way it does and why people make the decisions that they do.
Another course available for sophomores, juniors, and seniors is AP Economics, the study of money and how it affects our society. Economics is everywhere, especially in this current election cycle, and it's a good idea to have an understanding of how economics affects you as an individual, your family, the government, and the global market as well. AP Economics is a one-year course. It's kind of like two courses rolled into one. You have microeconomics and macroeconomics. If you pass the AP Econ test at the end of the course, you can stand to get college credit for 2 college courses. And this also meets the requirement for graduation for consumer education. Well, it looks like our AP Economics teacher, Ms. Frante, is a little busy counting her stacks of cash, but maybe we can distract her to wave hello.
Oh, hey, Mr. Cubic. I'm Mrs. Franta, and I teach AP Economics, and I hope to see you next year. Oh, more money?
Yeah,
Thank
as
you.
usual. This is
One
how it
for
works in
me,
AP Econ.
One for the school. One for me, one for the school.
Well, I was hoping we could meet the AP Euro teacher himself, but as usual, it looks like he's busy helping students, so we might only get a wave and a hello from him.
Hello, my name is Todd Grunlow. I teach AP European History, and I look forward to seeing you next year in my class. Okay.
Another elective option open to sophomores, juniors, and seniors is AP European History. This is a 2-semester full-year course that provides an in-depth study of Europe and its evolution throughout history and its ties to modern day. You also have the opportunity to go to Europe for a week over spring break in 2018. I'm back with Ms. Selly, who teaches sociology. This is another option you can take for 1 semester, your sophomore, junior, or senior year. Tell us a little bit more about sociology.
Okay, so if you're interested in perhaps taking sociology, you could learn more about introduction to sociology, deviance, culture, race, ethnicity, gender, and family. We look into all those. We have interesting discussions, and it gives you more of a sociological imagination about what's going on in the world.
Sounds very current. A lot of these issues are in the news and politics nowadays, and it sounds like you're talking about how society shapes the individual and the individual shapes society. So one of the differences in a frequently asked question is, what is the difference between sociology and psychology? And psychology focuses a little bit more on the individual and the factors that influence the individual, although it does certainly address how society influences the individual and individual influences society. Sociology focuses a little bit more on groups. What groups are you part of? Your family, your race, your gender, other groups in society and how they interact. Is that a fair distinction?
That is a fair distinction.
Right. But there is certainly an overlap between the two. So if you're interested in all of that kind of stuff, how the mind works and interplays with the larger groups, I think either psychology or sociology would be interesting to you. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome.
Here with Dr. Bones, discussing options that juniors and seniors can take in social studies. And two of the options they can take, Dr. Bones, are a one-semester psychology course or a two-semester AP psychology course. And here to discuss the difference and what the courses are all about is the current Psych and AP Psych teacher, Ms. Catherine Dodd.
Good morning, Mr. Kubik and Mr. Bones. Well, what Mr. Bones doesn't know is that we'll be probably drawing on his skull during the course of the year. We'll be looking at whether or not the bumps on this beautiful head are going to say anything about personality, and we'll be dissecting the different parts of the brain to know exactly how we process vision, hearing, and make decisions. Psychology. So AP Psychology is a full year course. We talk about all different topics ranging from social psychology to psychological disorders to how we process different things like sleep, dreams, our vision. And so it runs a gamut of 12 different units, whereas regular psychology, we have a semester course and we sit more on topics for longer periods of time. So you might find yourself in psychology doing things like making zombie brain projects, and in AP Psychology you could be making videos about the brain. You might find yourself eating certain things that could be considered a little bit strange.
Brain parts?
Well, we don't go that far, but
Okay.
you might find yourself eating questionable items, but they're always safe.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, it is very interesting.
And keep in mind, for AP Psychology, if you pass the AP exam at the end of the course, you could stand to earn college credit. Regular psychology, the one semester option, is good if you have a moderate interest and may not have room in your schedule for AP, but you want to kind of dabble in psychology. AP Psychology is much more intense, but both are interesting courses. In fact, I would even say they are.
Awesome.
A unique course that's open to juniors and seniors is the two-semester Public Service Practicum course. We're one of the only public schools in Illinois that has a class dedicated to public service. It's a little bit of everything in social studies, a little bit of government, a little bit of psychology, sociology, economics, a little bit of history. You'll learn about pressing social problems and how to solve them, and you'll actually have some hands-on experience in addressing some of these issues. I can show you some of the things that PSP has already done, starting with the handprints that are all over the ceiling on the school. The idea here is PSP challenges students to leave a positive mark and decide what kind of mark they want to leave at Grace Lake North. In the courtyard here, you can see the tables that we built and stained with the Life Skills and Best Buddies group. And this courtyard is also the site of the annual sleep out, where we stay overnight to simulate just a little bit of what it's like to be homeless. In front of the windows, you can see some of the materials that we use in class. The idea is, at the end of Public Service Practicum, you will be a better speaker, a better researcher, you'll be better equipped to understand and deal with the problems that are in our society today. It's an elective for a whole year for juniors and seniors, and I hope to see you in class. So now you have had a chance to meet all of the social studies teachers and learn from them about all of the offerings that we can give you for social studies coursework. Remember, in any and all social studies class, you're going to learn about the same kind of things. What it means to be an American citizen, what it means to live in a democratic society. We hope you've enjoyed this opportunity to meet the teachers and the courses. In a moment, I'll put up a final slide on the screen and ask the teachers to freeze it so you can see all of your offerings in one place and you can write down what you would like to take next year. Thanks for Now that you've heard from the Social Studies Department, from the teachers themselves, let me summarize. Current freshmen, next year's sophomores, you should take one of the gold electives on the right side of the screen. This year's sophomores, next year's juniors, remember you need to take the 2-semester, 1-year American History course, and you should consider any of the electives on the screen except for the very last one, AP Comparative Government Politics. This year's juniors, next year's seniors, you must take that 1-semester Gov and Civics course, and you can take any of the electives on the right side of the screen. At this point, I'll ask your teacher to pause the screen with this on it so you can see everything on one slide. Students, be sure to ask your teachers any questions you have about any of our coursework. You can also come down to the Social Studies Department, A153, and ask me or any of the teachers down here in the office. I hope you'll consider the courses that will help you understand the world better, be an active citizen, grow as a student, and prepare you for your future. Hope to see you in class in the coming years. Thanks for tuning in.